Senator Lindsey Graham caught up with Aiken EMA today, and your Meredith Anderson was there too. So, Mayor, what were some of the big topics for Senator Graham in his visit?
Well, first of all, the big topic was FEMA, getting FEMA help. FEMA has not been in Aiken County today, and they haven't been here really for the whole storm. And today, Senator Graham said that is simply unacceptable. We did follow Senator Graham. We are now in Edgefield. We are in the Edgefield County EMA area, and I want to show you, take a look at this tree down over here, and then take a look at this tree down over here. We were told by the Edgefield County EMA director that the South Carolina Forestry Commission did a flyover of the county, and they are estimating that 70% of the county's trees are down. And you know what, Alyssa Lyons and I haven't driven through much of the county today, but I'd believe it by what we've seen. I mean, we're looking at this now. A lot of the roads have been cut. The National Guard is here, and the National Guard even showed up before the EMA director even asked for assistance. He said they would not be where they are today as far as progress goes without the National Guard. Now back to Senator Graham. He was in that building just a little while ago. He was meeting with the National Guard, and just before that, he was in North Augusta. He was meeting with the North Augusta Mayor, Britton Williams. He was meeting with the Aiken Mayor, Teddy Milner. He was meeting with a lot of other officials too, and he said that North Augusta has been hit the hardest. Now that is absolutely, Mayor Britton Williams said a contest that he doesn't want to win, but he's a very competitive person, and he said that unfortunately that's the case that he's hearing from the DOT and what he's hearing from Dominion Energy. But Senator Graham is promising help. He says that the South Carolina counties, our South Carolina counties, have not had enough help from the federal level, and he is promising to do more. Take a listen.
I'm going to call the Red Cross. They've done a great job, but we're going to try to get that distribution center up and moving. I talked to President Biden yesterday. This is a disaster of monumental proportion. We need to be back in Congress, in my view, and pass a supplemental bill to help people like South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, all these states. North Carolina has just been devastated.
He said that he has been speaking with leaders today. We have been in some of those conversations, listening to what he's been saying to National Guard soldiers. Hey, what do you need? What can I do for you? And he says that he is going to make sure that FEMA arrives in our area, because he says on the South Carolina side, we're just not getting enough federal help. Something else he said too, Richard, this was super interesting. He believes that we need to learn our lesson from this, and some of these power lines that are mangled that he's been seeing really through the entire state of South Carolina. He says we need a plan to start burying power lines, because he says that he even believes that more people might be alive if not for these poles crashing down, if not for the danger of our infrastructure.
Exactly, an expensive procedure, but once you get them underground, then you have a lot less problems. That is absolutely true. And Meredith, one more time, the size and scale of those trees that you're standing near, that is just unbelievable. They just came down in the wind like that.
Oh yeah, take a look at the roots of this. I'm about 5'4", 5'5". I mean, this goes to show you, and this is everywhere, all throughout the county. And again, it's just an incomprehensible number to think 70% of the trees being down in Edgefield County. The EMA director said he doesn't know exactly what that means. That was just the figure that they gave him. But yeah, that's a lot of trees being down in Edgefield County. And that was from a flyover from the South Carolina Forestry Commission.
And in some cases, those trees have to get out of the way of the power crews so they can do their work. So it just complicates the cleanup even more. Meredith Anderson in Edgefield County for us today. And Meredith, we'll check in a little later on. You know, a lot